Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn Docker container hands-on tutorial. Here, first we are going to learn what is container. What is container? Okay. Container, say for example, if you have a code, you want to run this code in your machine. You can run this code in your machine. To run this code to your machine, first you have to install the programming languages which programming language you have to install the programming language of that code you have written. Then you have to install the dependencies or libraries into the machine used into this code. Okay, then you have to run, then you can run the code on your machine. But using Docker container, you can run the application on any machine. That means it works. It means the code or application works on any machine. It works on any machine, or it runs on any machine. Only prerequisite is, what is the prerequisite? The prerequisite for this prerequisite, only prerequisite, you have to install the Docker on your machine. Install Docker. Here Docker is a containerized runtime. Containerized runtime. You can install any other containerized runtime. Say for example, Cryo. Here in this video, we are going to use the Docker. Docker software. You can containerize any application by using the Docker. Okay. It's a hands-on tutorial. I am showing all the hands-on on my Ubuntu machine. Okay. Right now I am using Windows operating system. On this Windows operating system, I have installed virtual machine, that is the Ubuntu virtual machine, by using VirtualBox. If you want to know how, I have created another video. You can check out on my YouTube channel. To open the Ubuntu virtual machine, first I have to run the VirtualBox. This is Oracle VirtualBox. Okay. Then start the. This is the. I have chosen Ubuntu virtual machine. Then click on start. I am showing all the tutorials, Docker hands-on tutorial on my Ubuntu virtual machine by using Ubuntu virtual machine. Okay, I am opening it. Please wait a little bit. It takes time to spin up. I have a video on how to create a virtual machine on Windows. You can check out that video. Okay. You can, this is the Windows machine. On Windows, I have installed a Oracle virtual. By using VirtualBox, I have installed Ubuntu on Windows. You can minimize it and you can up. You can full screen it. You can the password you have set, put it. Okay. Then Ubuntu machine is start. It is, you can minimize it also. This is my Ubuntu. This is my Windows operating system. On top of this is the Ubuntu operating. Okay, I just restore it or maximize the screen. Okay, first one thing is required for Docker tutorial. You have to install, this is the install Docker on that machine. Okay, to just open the terminal, all control T and zoom in out the screen, zoom in the screen. Okay, here you can write, you can check the Ubuntu Docker is installed or not. For this, you check the version DOCKER, Docker PERSION. Docker is not installed on this machine. To install the Docker, just open the browser. This browser is in the Ubuntu machine, and you can write install Docker on Ubuntu. Okay, this is the install Docker engine. Okay, just go to this install using apt repository. Okay, first copy this and minimize it and paste it here and just hit enter. Put your sudo password. Wait a little bit. It install the Docker packages, that is this. Then to run the latest version, run this command. Okay, this minimize. It is installing the repository for the Docker installation. Wait a little bit. It takes time according to your internet speed. Okay, wait a little bit. In the meantime, you can learn why container, Docker container. What is container? The container is a, you can see, wait a little bit. Use containers to build, share, and run your application. A container is a standard unit of software that packages code and all its dependencies so that the application runs quickly and reliably from one computing environment to another. Okay, this is the architecture of the container. First, your infrastructure and the host operating system, and install the Docker. Okay, then your application can containerize this. Okay, it is a standard, lightweight, and secure. Okay, Docker containers are everywhere. Linux. Okay, this is the containerized application, and this is the virtual machine. Okay, virtual machine, on virtual machine, it uses the hypervisor, and every app is installed with its full-blown operating system. But here, the infrastructure, and on top of that, we install the Docker and the containerize the application. You can run the containerized application with the help of Docker. Here, the operating system used in the containerized application, it is a lightweight. Just uses the kernel to run the application. Okay, you can see the Docker is installed or not. Y, press Y and hit enter. That's why, just say for example, you can learn what is container versus virtual machine. Here in container, your application, your code, it is a packaged Here your base operating system is included, all the code for and all the dependencies are containerized. Okay, in virtual machine, in virtualized application, here your infrastructure, and after that we using hypervisor technology, and here say for example one application, one virtual machine is here, and here the guest operating system is installed. In this application app, here also we have to install another guest operating system, but in that case containerized, we only the use the lightweight OS, that is not the full blown OS. That's why it is very lightweight. Okay, I will show you how to containerize an application. Okay, just to check the whether it is this Docker is installed in my Ubuntu machine. To check the Docker is installed or not, just press the just execute this command Prsion. Here you can see Docker. Oh, sorry, Docker is not installed yet. To install, so I have to execute another command. Then the second command, that is this: copy, minimize it, and paste it this command, and hit enter. Press Y and hit enter. You can install Docker by this using this guide. Okay, right now I am using Ubuntu machine, that's why I have chosen this command. First use this, set up the Docker apt repository, and then next use this command, this. Okay, it is right now installing. It takes time. Install. Okay, installation is complete. Check the Docker installation, Dockerversion, and hit enter. You can see permission denied to try to connect Docker daemon. You need the root permission to check the to access the Docker. For this, you can use this command, Docker user mode post installation. See, Docker post installation step. First, use this command, sudo group add user. Okay, then paste it here and hit enter. Then use this command. Okay, and paste it here. Again, you can execute this command, Docker version. Just close the window and again run the terminal and open it. Zoom in, Control Shift plus USCKER, Docker version. Okay, permission is denied for this. Then third, logout and logback so the group members is re-evaluated. Then use this command and then clear the screen. Docker version. You can see. Then you can show the Docker. You can access the Docker. Okay. In this way, you can install the Docker. This is the last command. You can check the Docker is installed correctly or not. First, use this command, Docker run hello world. This is the default image, hello world image. Docker run hello world, and you can see it is downloaded the hello world image from the Docker Hub into your machine. This is the pulling from Docker Hub. Okay. First, right now, what is the we are going to learn just what is the Docker lifecycle. Here, first in Docker technology or containerized technology, Docker lifecycle is Docker lifecycle. First, number one, we build the Docker image. First is Docker build. Docker build, then it creates a Docker image. When we run the image, it runs the application. Okay. Actually, whenever developer writes code, say for developer writes code, this code we create a Docker file for this code. In this Docker file, by using Docker build command, we create an image for this application. And after creating image, we run this image and we can access the application. I will show you step by step. You can follow along with me. Okay. First, here we need a code or demo application. I will show you that demo application. I will show you. Okay. So, for example, I have a demo application. I have a code for any application. Okay. This is the code for any application. Say for example, I have a code for Go application. It is written in Go language. It is a API based application. Okay. It is written in Go language. This code is written in Go language. Okay. This code, I want to create a first step. I want to create an image by using Dockerfile. Dockerfile is a step-by-step instruction to create a image. Okay, by image. This is the Docker image. After that, we run the image. Okay, so first I have a code. Okay, for demo purpose, here I have a application written in Go language, and it is published in the GitHub repository. Okay, go to my GitHub repository. You can use this sample application also. Here you can write Golang app. This is the application. Okay, you can copy the code into your machine, into your Ubuntu machine. To copy the code into your Ubuntu machine, just use this. Go to the code and HTTPS and click on copy. Here, only thing you should require, that is the Git. Git is installed or not. To check the Git, PRSION. Git is installed. To copy the code, this is the GitHub repository, and this your code is located into the GitHub repository. Just copy the code into your virtual machine or Ubuntu machine. Just use this copy and minimize it, and here you can write, just execute this command git clone and hit enter. It is cloning your application. Okay, ls, you can see the application, that is the cd golang app. ls, you can see the all some files and folders of the application. It is a simple application. Here you can see the Docker file. also. Okay, this is the simple application written in Go. Okay, first I have to create a, to containerize this application, I have to create a Docker file. What is the first step? To containerize, number one, to containerize, how to containerize an application. First, create a Docker file. Okay, then build the Docker file. Build the, then build. It creates the image, then run. I will show you. First, you can see this is the Docker file. It is already written the Docker file to containerize. You can see the commands of the containerized Docker file. You can see this is the Docker file. How to create a containerize this from, this is the base image, as it is a Golang application. That's why I have used Golang colon 1.22 Alpine. This is the base image. Okay, it is Alpine OS along with Golang installed. I have set the work directory, that is /src. That means all the commands will be executed on this location, this public working directory. This is the working directory. Okay, then I have used add. That means all the code is added into this Docker image. Then to build the application, just use run command and use this command, go build -o. O means output, the name of the build, Golang app, and dot means this is the current, all the code is located into this current folder. I have exposed 8000. I have used this port number, and to run the application, I have used to run the binaries /Golang app. This is the output of this. In this way, you can write a Docker file, and it helps. This Docker file helps to create a image, Docker image for this application. Control X for this application, for this Golang application. It's a simple application. To containerize, just use this Docker file. How to create a Docker image? To create a Docker image, just use this command, docker build -tag, t for tag. What is your name of your image? You can tag it. So for example, I tag it go-app app. A version of this app, so you can name it any name if you want, and space and dot. That dot means the Docker file is located in this current directory. Okay, this command creates, after executing this command, it creates a Docker image for this application. Okay, just hit enter. It is creating a Docker image layer by layer. Okay, you can see this is the 1/4. First use this base image, then it is layer by layer creating the Docker image for the application. Okay, right now I am creating a Docker image. That means I have a code. I have a code for application. This code is written in Golang app Go. This is the code. Developer writes code. Okay, this code I want to create an image. How? First I write a Docker file for this application. Okay, Docker file. This Docker file I use the build command. This build command, it creates a Docker image I will show you. And when I run this image, just run command, docker run command, it runs the application in a containerized way. Okay, just go to the Ubuntu machine. It is created. Clear the screen, Control L. To see the images of the application, just put the docker images, this command, execute it. Here you can see the Golang. I have created this image. This is the Golang version 1. I have set it. This is the image ID right now. 1 minute ago. Okay, total 2 images there. Okay, docker image is there. How to run it? To run this application, just use this command, docker run -d for detach mode, -p for port forward. I am using, sorry, no, I am using 8080. It is the host port :8000. This is the container port. I have used inside the container 8000, and outside the container, that is the host port is 8080. You can use 8000 also. Then name of the image. Here my image name is go-app::v1. This is the tag. Okay, you can run, but by using this command you can run the image. Here I have already shown, but Dockerfile I have created the image. Okay, and to check the image, docker images. To run, docker run -d detach mode. It is run in background. -p, I have put forward, and then name of the image. Okay, and then hit enter. It is running. Container is running background. How to check it? To check the, okay, to check the, just open the browser, and here you can write localhost host colon. I have used 8080. It is a host port. Hit enter. You can see the page not found. Okay, it is fine because I didn't set any API for the root path. That is, it is showing. Whenever I put the /ping, it throws a message that is the pong. You can show the /ping and hit enter. It throws a message that is pong. I have used this API. Ping, it throws pong. If we put the hello and hit enter, it throws a message that is hello world. That means your application is running by using containerized. Okay, I close it. It is running. That means you have learned the how to containerize. How to first you have learned how to create a Docker image. How to create a Docker image? First, you need the application, the code, that is the code. Here in my case, it is a Golang application, simple application. For this Golang application, I have used a Dockerfile. It is a Dockerfile. Here, I have instructed or mentioned how to create the image, how to build, what is the build, what is the image instruction. Here I have used the base image, that is the waste. It is a lightweight. Here copied the all the codes. Here the developer writes written. Then use the expose command, that is the put forward. Then I have also used the how to build the code. All the instruction is mentioned in the Dockerfile. And then how to run the command, I have mentioned in Dockerfile. This is the Dockerfile. Dockerfile for the Dockerfile for the this application. You have to prepare the Dockerfile for the application to create a image. Whenever you create the image, you can run the image, and by running the image, you can run the application also. App is run command. Okay. Here I have shown this is the content. First, I have created the image by using Dockerfile and run this image by using this command. To check the running container, use this command docker docker ps. You can see the go app v1. This image is running. This is the container ID. Okay, this is the port forward. Okay, your container is running. To check the running container, just use docker ps. Okay, to stop the container, just use docker stop, docker stop, then container ID. Just copy, just double click the copy and right click and paste. Also, this is not, just right click, copy and paste it here, and docker stop and container ID. Your container is stopped position. If you go to the browser and try to run this application, it will not run. Just press localhost, sorry, localhost :8080/hello. It will not throws unable to connect. That means your containerized application is stopped position. That's why you cannot access this application. Just minimize it. You can again run the container. You can say check the all the containers that is running and not running position. To execute this, docker ps-a, it throws, well, this is the stop position executed. If you push the docker ps, you can see there is no running container. Docker ps shows only the running container, and docker ps-a, it is shows all the containers that is stopped position and running position also, all the containers. Okay, to run the container again, just execute this command docker start and container ID, copy it and paste it here and hit enter. Your container is running. To check the running application, just go to this browser and hit enter. This, you can see it shows a message that is hello world. That means your container is running position. Okay, to delete the image, use this command docker rmi, remove image, then use the ID of this image. This is the image ID. Copy it and paste it here and hit enter. You cannot remove image of your running container. It is a running state. Golang app is running. That's why you cannot remove the image. First, you have to stop the image. Stop to container and then remove the container. After that, you can remove the image. Okay, I will show you. Control L, clear the screen. So CK Docker images. Here you can see this is the two images. Docker PS. You can see one running container. First, I have to stop the container. Docker stop, stop, then container ID. Copy it and paste it here and hit enter. You can see Docker PS. Here you cannot see any running container. There is no running container. That means your container is stopped position. Then you have to stop the container, remove the container. Docker rm, remove then container ID. This is the copy and paste and hit enter. Here all the your container is removed. You can check by using this command docker ps-a. You can see your golang is not visible. Now you can remove the image. This is the image. To remove the Docker image, just use this command docker rmi and then image id. This is the image id. Copy and paste and hit enter. Your image. You should check the images docker images. Okay, your images is gone. Okay, now I am showing how to go inside the container. Say for example, you have created an image for this application. This is the code developer returns, and you can create the image by using Dockerfile. This is the Dockerfile, and by using this Dockerfile, you can create the image. Okay, you can see all the files and folder. You can go inside the, you can run the container, and you can see all the files and folder inside the container. Just recap. This is right now I have no images. I want to create the image. To create the image, just use ls. You can see this is the Docker file. Just first to create the image, create the script. Again, you can create the image by using this Docker file. This is by using this Docker file. You can see the Docker file. Just nano Docker file and hit enter. This is the Docker file. Docker file instruction. This is Control X. This is very simple. To create the image, just use Docker build -t. This is the tag. Here I am going to tag go app app : this is the v2 version 2 hyphen space dot indicates the Docker file location. Okay, Docker build -t tag this and hit enter. It will create a Docker image. Wait a little bit. Okay, to check the images, execute this command docker images. Okay, this is the go app v2 and this is the image id. To run the image, use this command docker run -d. Okay, -p. I have used the port 8. You can use the 8000 colon 8000. Inside the container is 8000. This is the inside the container. I have used in my Docker file, and this is the host port, that is the outside the container. I can access the application by using 8000. Okay, then image name go -app colon v2. Okay, this is the command to run the Docker image and hit enter. The Docker image is running. To check the running or not, just go to the browser. I have changed the port, that is the local host. Here I am using the 8000 port. Okay, slash, say for example hello. Wait, I have used this API HELLO and hit enter. You can see it throws a message that is hello world. And you can also write the ping API, use this and hit enter. It throws a message that is the POM. That means your application is running. Close it. Okay, you can see Docker PS. It is also the running condition. Okay, if I want to go inside the container, use this command docker PS docker doc docker execute hyphen it. This is the interactive session. Then use the container ID. Copy and paste it here. And then use src. I want to go inside this, or you can use the ls hyphen la. I want to see all the files and folder of the container. You can see all the files, and this is the inside the container files and folder. Hello Go, this is the Go application, this is the module Go, this is the binaries, this is all the files inside the container. If you want to go inside the container, just use docker exec it, and here you can use also bin bash, and hit enter. Oh, sorry, it is the Alpine image, that's why you do bin sh and hit enter. You can see right now I am /src folder. It is my working directory. Okay, here you can, I am right now I am inside the container. Okay, to check ls hyphen la, this is also files and folder. Okay, you can create a file, save a file, say for example touch or nano. You can anything you can create, just execute it, exit it from the container, just exit. You can watch the prompt here. Right now I am /src, and after exit command, I am outside the container. Okay, just clear the screen, clear, and hit enter. Okay, here right now I am showing, I have shown the Docker image is created by using Dockerfile. Okay, this is the image. So for example, this is the image. This is the image of Go app. Image name is Go app colon v2. I want to push this image into the Docker Hub. Docker Hub is a Docker Hub. Okay, Docker Hub is a container registry. It is a registry where your Docker image is stored. Okay, here you can see, sorry, here you can see the Docker image, docker, Docker images. You can see the images. Here you can see that this is the image, Go app /2, this image, this is the image ID. And this image is right now in my local machine, that is the Ubuntu machine. I want to push this image. I want to push this image into the Docker Hub. Okay, Docker Hub is a container registry where you can store this image. Whenever it need, you can pull the image. You can pull the image also from the Docker Hub. Okay, you can pull the image whenever it is required. Okay, Docker Hub, you can pull the image to your local machine just using docker pull command. First, I am showing how to push the image into Docker Hub. Push the image. Push Docker image into Docker Hub. Push the image into Docker. Sorry, Docker Hub. Docker Hub is a container registry where your Docker image is stored. Okay, you can register it. It is a free. Just go to the Docker Hub, and click on it. Okay, wait a little bit. Just signing in. Okay, just put the username and password and login into the Docker Hub. I'm stop the record. I am logged into the Docker Hub repository. You can create a repository first. If you are first time, you can create a repository. Okay. I have this. This is the public repository. You can. This is the namespace. Okay. This is, you can name it repository name. Okay. I have already created a private repository. Cancel. Okay. I have created a private repository. This is the my private repository. If you want to push the if you want to push the Docker image into Docker Hub, and if the repository is the private repository repo, you have to log in into the Docker Hub by using Docker login command. Private repo. Say for example, this is my private repo. What is my tag? This is the private repo. This is the repository name and colon tag name. How to push the image? Here you can see how to push the Docker Hub in the image. Just use the Docker push command. Docker push, and then this is the name of the image. You can see my Docker image name. This I have to change the Docker image by this look like this. This is the namespace. This is the repository name. Okay, colon tag. This is the version. To change the image tag by using Docker tag, DOCK here, Docker tag. This is the right tag. For change the tag, just use Docker tag. Then the earlier tag, the earlier Docker image was go-app colon v1, and then this copy paste, and here tag name go v2. You can name it as okay. Then hit enter. Docker tag. Okay, I have to colon use go. Oh, sorry. This is the v2 and hit enter. You can check dock Docker images. Okay, this is the Docker image name. This is the tag v2. This is the image ID. To push the Docker image into the Docker Hub, you have used this format your image. Okay. To push the Docker image into the private repository, you have to log into the Docker Hub by using the command. To log in into the Docker Hub by using from your local machine, use this command. You have to set the go to this profile account setting. Here you can set the personal access token and first create a generate a token. You can name it access token description Docker tutorial. Expiration 30 days. This is the read write permission and generate token. By using this command, just use this command, copy the command and go to your local machine and paste it here. Here you can see Docker login -u. This is my username and hit enter. Okay. Oh, sorry, use the password, and this is the password. Copy and paste here and hit enter. Wait a little bit. Okay, login success. That means you have logged into the Docker Hub. That is the private repository. Okay, Docker login is complete, success. Now you can push the image. You can push the image into the Docker Hub. How you can push? Just go to the repository This is the demo. This is the command. This docker push this name of the image. Docker push and then name of the image. Okay, just go to this command docker push docker push and then name of the image. This is the image name. Copy and paste and then colon. This is the tag. Copy and paste and hit enter. As soon as you hit the enter, it will push the Docker image into your Docker Hub. Wait a little bit. It is pushing the image, preparing. It takes time. It's a heavy. It's pushing. It takes time to push the image into the Docker Hub. Then you can check the image. Here you can see all the images into this. This is the 7 days ago. Right now you can. It is taking time to push the image. Okay. Right now you can push the image. Okay. It is takes time. Okay. This is a 304 MB size. Wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. This push is completed. You can see, go to the Docker Hub. Okay, go to Docker Hub and refresh the page. Refresh the page. It will shows your image here. But a little bit, it takes time. Here you can see also. Here you can see, this is the image tag gov2. You can see, this is the gov2. Okay, your Docker image is pushed into the Docker Hub private repository. Okay, this is the image name and this is the v2. This less than 1 day. This is less than 1 minute. You push the Docker image successfully into the Docker Hub. Okay, you push the Docker image into the Docker Hub, and that is the private repo. Okay, you can again pull the image. Okay, just clear the screen. Okay, here you can see the Docker image. 3 images is available. If you Docker rmi remove the image, just use this command, copy and paste it, and then put the colon gov2 and hit enter. It will remove the image. Okay, docker images. That image is removed. Docker ps, you can see there is one container is running. If you delete all the stopped container and all the images from here, you can use this command. This is the running container. Okay, you can stop the container, docker stop, docker stop, and then use this command, this id. Sorry, copy Control Shift V. Oh, this is the sorry. To remove this container, docker ps, docker stop the container id. Just copy it and paste it here and hit enter. Docker ps, you can see all the running container, but you can see docker ps hyphen a, all the stop container also. If you want to delete all the unwanted stuff in docker, just use this command, but very cautious. Docker system prune hyphen a, it will delete all stop container, all networks not used at this one container, all images, and all build cache. If you press Y, all the, you can see here, Docker images, there is no images available in local machine. No images. Docker ps, no container. Docker ps hyphen a, no stop container. Okay. Clean your stuff, Docker related stuff, by using Docker system prune hyphen a. If you want to push the pull the, just how to pull the images from Docker Hub, use this command. To pull the image, docker pull image name. Okay, just go to the Docker Hub and click on the images, and you can pull it. Okay, to pull the image, this is the image name. Copy and go to the local machine. And here, Docker, you pull and name of the image. This is the image name, and hit enter. It will pull the image from the Docker Hub. Again, you can run the image. It takes time to pull the image. It's a heavy image, 345, 350 MB near about. It is pulling the image from the Docker. Okay, it is pulling the image. Wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. Okay, to check the image, Docker images, you can see your image is available. Okay, to run the image, again same command, Docker run hyphen d hyphen p. It is the here right now you can use 8090. That is the host port, but container port is same, always same. That is the 8000. Then name of the image. This is the name of the image. Just copy the image. This is the copy, paste, and then put the tag. Sorry, copy and colon and paste and hit enter. Okay, it is running. By how to check? Go to the browser. Here I am using 8090 port. Just use localhost. Here I am using 8090 port slash hello and hit enter. You will see the hello world message is showing. That means your container is run. Okay, you can, okay, just clear the screen. Sorry, CLEAR. Okay, you can see all the commands. Here you can use the docker ps. This is the container running position. To inspect the container, just use this command, docker inspect, and name of the container id, that is a copy. Okay, then swipe it vim hyphen and hit enter. Docker inspect container id. Oh, vim is not here. Or you can just put the docker inspect. and hit enter. Here you can see all the detailed information of the container. Here you can see this is the running position, this is the image SHA, okay, this is the host port 8090 I have used, this is the volume name, all the detailed information of the container by using Docker inspect. Okay, clear the screen. You can logs, you can check the logs of this application. Docker logs and the ID. Okay, and hit enter. Okay, this is the logged I have checked. If you another API hit, then log is changed. Local host 8090 slash, that means hello, for ping API, new API. Hit enter, it throws the pong. Okay, sorry, it throws the pong. And here if you again run the logs, okay, slash ping endpoint was invoked. You can check the logs. Okay, I have used several commands to Docker. To sum up the commands, use the history. Okay, I have used several commands. Okay, okay, that's why you can see several commands I have used. You can go through my repository, Docker GitHub repository. Okay, this is my GitHub repository. You can go through it and fork it. Just go to this section, GitHub DevOps tutorial. Here you can see Docker learn, important Docker commands. You can see it here also. You can check it out. Okay, in this way you can learn the Docker. Okay, if you like the video, please like it, share it, and subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Okay, to sum up the tutorial, here I have learned, we have learned the first how to clone the repo. First I have learned clone the code from clone the code from GitHub repo by using GitHub repo. How? Just git clone and the URL. Then I have learned how to this application, this is the application or code. Then we have learned how to containerize, how to create the Docker image to this application. Okay, just first create the image I have created. How? By using Dockerfile. Okay, just create Docker build command. Okay, how? Just create Docker build command. After creating the image, to check the image, I have used Docker images. Docker images. Okay, to run the image, I have used this command, Docker run command. Okay, to check the all the running containers, I have used Docker ps. To check the all the use a Docker ps-a. Okay, to stop the container, I have used Docker stop Docker, then container ID. Then only I can remove the container, Docker rm, then ID. If you want to remove the image, Docker rmi, then image ID. This is the image ID. Okay. If you want to push the image, Docker push. This command is used, and then image name and tag. Before that, you have to log in. Docker login command is used. -u username and put the password. Okay. You can push the image. You can pull the image from Docker Hub. I have used Docker pull, then name of the image. Okay. If you inspect the container, I have used Docker inspect command and then container ID. If you logs up the Docker logs and then container ID. Okay. If you go inside the container, I have used Docker exec -it interactive, then container ID, and then what you want to do to print the current directory or ls or bin bash. /bin/sh. I want to go into this cell container inside the container. Docker exec id/bin bash. This is the bin bash, bin sh. As it is the Alpine base image, that is sh. Okay. This is the all the Docker related commands you have learned. If you like this video, please like it, share it. Thank you.